Your cat has been running a silent evaluation of you since the day you brought them home, and their verdict might not be what you think it is. Most cat owners believe they're doing a decent job. The food bowl gets filled, the vet visits happen on schedule, attention gets given when the cat seeks it. But what most people never realise is that their cat is tracking something far more nuanced than any of that. Behind those half-closed eyes is a continuous, quiet assessment of your behaviour, your reliability, your patterns, and whether you are genuinely safe to trust. When you fall short of that assessment, which you're almost certainly doing in at least one of these ways, your cat won't say anything about it. They'll simply begin to withdraw, silently, gradually, until the distance between you becomes something you can feel but cannot quite name. These are 6 silent expectations your cat holds for you every single day. Understand all of them, and the relationship shifts in ways you didn't think were possible. 1. Locking eyes with your cat. You're sitting across the room. Your cat looks at you. You look back, hold the gaze, maybe smile. It feels like one of those quiet moments of genuine connection. Except that's not what's happening. In feline social language, direct and sustained eye contact is not warmth, it's confrontation. When 2 cats hold a locked stare in the wild, that gaze is the prelude to conflict, a declaration of intent made right before things escalate. That instinct doesn't disappear because a cat lives indoors with a comfortable bed and scheduled meals. When you gaze steadily into your cat's eyes thinking you're bonding, your cat is reading it as a threat signal, even when that stare is coming from someone who fills their bowl every single morning. A study from the journal Animal Cognition confirmed this dynamic. Cats consistently moved away from people who held prolonged direct eye contact, but actively moved toward people who offered a slow, deliberate blink and then broke the stare first. That blink wasn't incidental, it was communication. A slow blink is a sentence in your cat's language that tells them, "I see you, and I am no threat." The correction cost you nothing. Relax your gaze, blink slowly, look away first. That single, quiet gesture signals safety to your cat in a way that no amount of well-intentioned staring ever could. Keep that in mind as we move forward, because at the very end of this video we're going to look at the one thing your cat does every single night that delivers their most honest verdict on how safe they believe you truly are. The answer tends to surprise people. 2. Petting past the limit. Has your cat ever gone from completely relaxed and purring to suddenly biting your hand with what seemed like absolutely no warning at all? There was warning. There were several. You simply didn't know what you were looking at. This response has a name in animal science: petting-induced overstimulation. As you stroke the same area of your cat's coat over and over, the sensory nerve receptors beneath the skin begin to send increasingly urgent signals to the brain. What started as pleasant stimulation becomes irritating and then unbearable. Your cat's only available response is to make you stop immediately. The warning signals appear before the bite every single time. The tail shifts into short, rapid flicks. The ears rotate slightly backward or flatten against the head. The skin along the back ripples visibly. None of these are random. They are flags your cat is raising one after another before the situation reaches its final stage. Most owners miss every single one because they are absorbed in how peaceful and sweet the moment looks from the outside. Your cat isn't unpredictable. They've been warning you the whole time in a language you haven't fully learned yet. The adjustment is straightforward. Shorten your sessions. Keep the majority of your attention on the tail. The moment you see it start to move, unease off and give your cat the space to decide whether they want more. That is not rejection. That is precisely the kind of respect that builds genuine trust between you over time. 3. Disrupting what they've claimed. That one corner of the couch your cat always returns to. The blanket they've slept on for the past 2 winters. The cardboard box they claimed last autumn and have refused to vacate since. None of these choices are casual or arbitrary. They are deliberate selections, and every single one of them carries deep meaning. Cats build their sense of security through scent. Every surface they press their face and body against, every spot they return to consistently, becomes chemically marked with their own signature. And that marking communicates one clear thing to your cat: this is mine, and here I am, safe. When you move that blanket to another room, rearrange the furniture, or clear out the box they loved, you're not simply tidying up from your cat's perspective. You're erasing the landmarks that defined their territory and told them where they belonged. Research published in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery identified environmental disruption as one of the most significant triggers of psychological stress in indoor cats. The consequences reach further than most owners anticipate. Reduced appetite, increased hiding behaviour, and litter box avoidance can all trace back to something that felt, to you, as minor as shifting a cat bed from one side of the room to the other. If changes to your living space are unavoidable, make them gradually. Let your cat remark each new position before the next adjustment happens. Their attachment to their chosen spots isn't rigidity, it is the precise mechanism their biology uses to feel grounded and secure. 4. Being present during meals. Think about mealtime from the inside of your cat's instincts rather than from across the kitchen. Even a well-fed domestic cat eating from a clean ceramic bowl in a familiar room is engaging a brain that evolution built for survival. Head down, attention narrowed, guard at its absolute lowest point. In the wild, that exact posture represented a window of vulnerability that other animals recognized and exploited. That deep-wired awareness doesn't switch off because the threat is gone. It runs quietly beneath every meal your cat eats. When you hover near the bowl, lean in to talk to them, or reach down to pet them while they're eating, your cat's nervous system is fielding two competing signals simultaneously. The results accumulate in behavior over time. Cats who eat under consistent social pressure begin rushing through meals at a pace that leads to vomiting. Others begin approaching the bowl less and less, eating smaller amounts with each passing day. In multi-cat homes, this pressure remains even when you remove yourself entirely. Because two cats eating within sight of one another means at least one of them is always monitoring the situation. Side-by-side bowls create the exact same stress response that your hovering presence does. The answer is meaningful distance between feeding stations and absolute quiet during those minutes. That time belongs to your cat, and your only role during it is to step back and let them have it. 5. Walking past the greeting. You've had a long day. The door opens, your bag comes off your shoulder, you move directly toward the kitchen without breaking stride, and your cat was right there at the door, waiting for the exact moment you'd walk through it, and you walked right past them. That moment carries far more weight than most owners ever stop to consider. Cats don't position themselves at the door out of routine or hunger. Research on feline social behavior has established that cats develop intentional greeting rituals with the humans they trust. A raised tail, a small chirp, a deliberate and measured approach. These behaviours directly mirror how cats acknowledge other cats they feel genuinely safe around. When your cat greets you at the door, they've already decided something important about you. The trust has already been extended outward. When that moment passes without acknowledgement, your cat doesn't react dramatically. They simply update their expectations. The greetings become shorter over time, then infrequent, then gone entirely. By the time you register that something has changed, the habit has already disappeared, quietly, without a single sound from your cat to mark its passing. 3 seconds is all it takes to protect that ritual. When you walk in, turn toward your cat. Give the slow blink. Say something low and calm. That acknowledgement communicates that this relationship flows in both directions, and it may be the single fastest change you can make to recover closeness that has quietly eroded between you. 6. What your cat's sleep location reveals. Everything we've covered today feeds into this final point. The eye contact, the petting threshold, the disrupted territory, the mealtime pressure, the greeting at the door, All of it accumulates into one nightly signal, and that signal is the most honest thing your cat will ever tell you, where they choose to sleep. Sleep is the state of complete and total vulnerability. A sleeping animal cannot fight, cannot escape, cannot assess what is happening around it. The location a cat selects for sleep is not casual or simply convenient. It is a pure, unfiltered declaration of where they feel wholly and unconditionally safe in the world they inhabit. A cat who sleeps on your chest or pressed close to your face is making the most profound expression of trust available to them. They are choosing to be completely defenseless right next to you. That is not just comfort-seeking. That is surrender, the kind that only happens when every doubt about you has been resolved. A cat who sleeps at the foot of the bed is still nearby, still choosing to be within your orbit, still close enough to signal genuine affection, while holding just enough independence to remain in control of the distance. They trust you. They are still paying attention, still deciding whether to give you the rest of what they have. That gap is not refusal. It is a cat who is watching to see if you remain consistent. A cat who sleeps consistently in a separate room may simply be independent by temperament, or they may be communicating, in the only language they have, that something in the daily pattern between you hasn't felt entirely settled. Consider what we covered today: the stare that lasted a beat too long, the petting session that continued past the signal, the greeting you walk through without stopping to acknowledge. These things build up slowly and without announcement, and where your cat sleeps at night is the final accounting of all of them together. Here is the most important thing: none of it is permanent. Cats respond to behavioural shifts quickly and without holding grudges. Begin adjusting even one thing from this list today, and within days you may find your cat has moved a little closer, in every sense that matters. If this gave you even one new way to see your cat, please give it a like. It helps Cats Curio reach more owners who want to understand what their cats have been trying to say all along. They've been communicating with you from the beginning. Now you know a little more of what they've been saying.